Hello everyone, we're going to be looking at rustc explain. It's included with Rust and you will often get it in your error messages when you fail to successfully compile a binary. Here we go. It's in monochrome, so it's all right, it's good, it's helpful, but it's not the most pretty of outputs. So I just want to show you, this comes with Rust, obviously, with once you've got Rust installed. But what I want to show you is something called BAT, BAT is basically an improved version of cat. And I'll show you in a second what I've done to provide me with this. So rustexplain is a command which I've added to my zshrc file. You could, if you use bash, you could put it in your bash rc. And there we go. So it just gives you the bits of code in color. You can install themes as well. So that is not specific to Rust. It's written in Rust, which is really cool. And you can download the source. You can compile it with Rust, obviously. So all the error codes that you get when you compile, I mean, that's error 0382. If you start near the beginning, number 13 is the static and const variables can refer to other const variables, but a const variable cannot. So it is the built-in help, which is really useful and cool. So straight from the horse's mouth, it's just always going to be here. I believe it pulls it down online. So if you didn't have an internet connection, I need to look that up. But anyway, what I just wanted to show you was by default, the command is like this. Rust explain. And yeah, so it's monochrome. So not quite so nice to read. A little bit harder to kind of sift out and spot the code, really, isn't it? So what I did was ask ChatGPT for some help. So it told me to install BAT, which I did, and it still came out monochrome. So after that, it then told me to put -- language Rust, and then it came out color. But I didn't want to be typing all of that each time because it's just, you don't want to be typing all of that each time you want to look up one error code. So I mean, to be honest, even Rust explain with the error code is probably too long. I could just shorten it to yeah, REX maybe. That would probably be quite a good shortcut. So something like that. But let me just quickly show you the chat that I had with ChatGPT. I don't advocate learning everything via ChatGPT because, as I'm finding with Rust, it quite often hallucinates, and I don't think it's. I think it's a good way. One thing I will get onto soon is asking it to do me more unit tests, because that is something which either will work or not work. It's not as if there's any kind of design decisions as such to make with a unit test. Maybe on a small scale, but in general, unit test really is just an assert statement. Anyway, let's look at this. So I said, how did you get this in color with rustc explain? Then it told me to install BAT. So let's just go through BAT. BAT is available as a GitHub repo, github.com/shuckdp/BAT. 323 contributors. So I have come across it and used it in the past, but I forgot about it until recently. So the installation instructions are there. Depending on whether you're on Linux, I don't know if has it got OS X on there. I don't know. I think it's got homebrew instructions or something. But yeah, so the installation is all there. But really, I mean, you could compile it. If you know Rust, then you can download the source code and compile it. And once you've got it installed, you can set up some themes. So there's lots of themes for BAT. I think I'm using a theme called snazzy. But yeah, so there you go. ChatGPT kind of told me the install instructions. I actually tried doing sudo apt get installing. I did which bat and it didn't find it. So then I went down to asking it for. I think I went. Think that there failed. So then I just thought, I'll just go to the repo and compile it from source. So that was just how to actually get BAT. Um, the next thing was how to get it to colorize. And I don't know if it was hallucinating or if that's mod info. The stuff about creating a config file was semi-useful. So then, yeah, then it started telling me to, it was rustc-error-tm language. Some of this was a little bit obscure, so I just didn't really want to go down that avenue. So in the end, I just kind of thought, well, as long as I can get a theme activated, in the theme you can access via where was the theme? I think it was in just .config. Yeah, there we go. /.config/bat/config. So that's where you can actually go in and so if we go in there, I'll just quickly show you. So yeah, there you go. That's the theme. So the theme is too dark. Okay. I added that bottom line in when I was trying to get it to colorize it this way. So I don't actually know if you need to customize any of this at all. But let me just show you the ZS again. If you're using Bash, then it's Bash RC instead of zshrc. Whatever your shell is, anyway. So go in there, and I'm using my ZSH. So yeah, rustexplain. So that's the name of your function. So in fact, let's just change that. I'm just going to call it Rex because it's only going to be me using it, and I'm going to remember that. So I'm going to be typing Rex followed by the error code. Then that's just going to pass the second argument. Basically, it's going to just pass that, and then it's just going to do bat, and then it's going to do language rust for me. So if we do that, let's just clear the screen. Just source that. Now, if I do, let's see if that's updated. Rex E0013. There we go. So we've got the error message in color. That's probably not a good example because it's just kind of all in one page. But I just think that's so neat and clear and crisp and just nicely laid out. And well, okay, first up, it's minimalist, and I like minimalism. But there we go. So rustexplain. So if you wanted the actual, it would be rustc-explain. Guessing that still works as well. Yeah. So that's what you would get in monochrome, which is kind of it's okay, but it's a bit harder on the eyes. You just why make life hard for yourself? Let's get some nice colorization, and you can see the code. So I just want to share that because it's something that I kind of had been aware of, but it's one of those things that I didn't think was that important. But having used ChatGPT for certain solutions or answers to some questions, I am slightly what's the word? I can't think of the word, but yeah, sometimes ChatGPT is not the best thing to learn from. So I don't fully trust it. I think is the best way to sum it up. So whereas I do fully trust the Rust, I think everyone would agree that you can fully trust the Rust documentation. So yeah, there we go. BAT, and Rust explains. So I really hope this has been useful because I think it's just a really Nice way to. So bat, you can view anything with bat. So if I've got other documents in here, let's just go back up. I'll just quickly show you. You can also do. So you would do. There we go. So I'm actually viewing the cargo TOML file. I'm sort of doing the standard out with bat there. So it's like cat, but if you do it with cat, there you go. And it's that's not quite. I think you'd agree. That's not quite as pretty as and easy to. It's not necessarily about what looks nice. It's about what's ergonomic and what's actually going to help you when you've got problems and you need to get stuff done. Yeah, okay. It's probably taken me half an hour to set this up, but I think that's actually worth it in the long run. And this just monochrome is just, yeah, it's just things don't stand out. So really, yeah, I mean, this is just a small example, but if it was a really big document, you just want things to jump out at you, and you want the package names and so on. Anyway, that's it for now. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up, please, and help support the channel. And I'll keep going with these videos. Thanks for the support so far.